Hello everybody, let me fix you. Who cares? Anyway, so much is going on. Hold on one second. Okay, I think the angle's a little bit better because I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, so there's been just like so much stuff going on the past, my eyebrow piercing starting to itch. So much stuff that's been going on like the past 2 days or whatever. Actually, I want to say like the past like couple of weeks, you know, between the David Scissorhands issue and all this other stuff. And, you know, basically it's hard as a person to constantly see all these accusations and stories and things like that. But I've come to like one little thought, and it seems like ever since, you know, the fall from grace of, you know, like Manny and Laura, this is when all this shenanigans and bullshit have started. Like with Jeffree Star, you get David Scissorhands and you got Thomas Halbert. And could it possibly be the fact that they're trying really hard to take Jeffree Star down? Absolutely. I mean, I've come like in my heart to believe that that is kind of what's happening, is that, you know, they want to take him down because they were taken down. But the saddest part of the whole situation in my eyes is they took down themselves. Jeffree had nothing to do with it. Literally had nothing to do with it. Gabriel put the tweet out, and I must say this before I continue. I am so loving Gabriel Zamora because out of all the bigger influencers, I really truly think he is the most honest and endearing. I really do. I love his keeping it 100, and I really think he does. I really think, you know what? He's like, I ain't gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell you any bullshit. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I mean, I look at it. If I want a real answer, Gabriel Zamora is gonna give it to you. I mean, seriously, he is going to give it to you. So anyway, Jeffree Star had nothing to do with that shit that happened with Laura and Manny and Gabriel and Nikita. He just sat back and laughed. I mean, it took care of itself. But I feel in a way that they are like hell-bent at taking Jeffree down. Now, we all know in the past, you know, Jeffree Star had, you know, issues. We know that. It's not a new enlightenment. But to see the things that are going on right now is getting to the point where it's just absolutely disgusting. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I am just like, I'm really at this point sick and tired of, you know, the accusations of racism and all this stuff. I really wish, and we all know it's not possible, you know, but I really wish it didn't exist. I really wish that people did understand that it takes all types of people in the world to make the world as fascinating as it is, you know? I wish people would just realize that. Without people of color, we wouldn't enjoy things that we enjoy now. And without people of without the Indians, I mean, without all different cultures have paved the way and made life as possible as it is now for us as humans. And it's not just a black and white scenario. It is all cultures, countries, places. We have learned and grown as a human race from all different, let me emphasize again, all different shapes, colors, sizes, everything. We have all evolved as people, as humans, because of everybody in the world. Everybody. You know? Like, I know this is going to be probably not, like, watched that much, but that's okay. We got to think, like, even medical advances and, you know, technologies and stuff. Do you think it was all created by one race? No, of course not. Every single race has helped. You know, all this technology that we use alone and all this, the internet and everything, all these things that we enjoy as the human race and that we now learn that we can't live without was developed by all different races and cultures and people. Without diversity, without different types of life, it would just be shit. Okay, so that's just my opinions on that. So I did see Beauty with Ashley, and I know she's getting so close to baby time, and I wish her so much luck, you know. God bless her. So I seen that she had the snap of Gabriel Zamora on her video, and I watched it. And again, hands down, he's the most honest one. And he even said, I'll throw Laura Lee a bone. You know, he did, you know, say that he's not cool with Manny, but he kept it real, which is what I completely appreciate. Just because you're not friends with somebody or you don't like it doesn't mean you can't be real. And that takes a big person to do. I mean, Gabriel's like, look, I ain't cool with him, but I'm going to be real. That's awesome. I mean, that's amazing. Now, I loved what Gabriel Zamora said, though, about the mental health, because personally, I'm sick and tired of that card being played also. I have suffered with panic anxiety disorder all my damn life. However, it doesn't make me an asshole. It doesn't. It makes me go through situations. I mean, I ended up in the hospital one time, and that was because they gave me a medication combo that, woo, kids, was not the good idea. And let me tell you, it was embarrassing as hell because I took my medication at work. And because I had to take 2 doses, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and I ended up having to call my boss and go to the hospital because I had a very bad attack, and it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. Like, I was crying like a whale. I couldn't stop crying. I was scared, crying. I felt suicidal. I was like, everything just, oh my God, it was the worst feeling of my life, and I haven't had an episode like that since, but I was on the wrong medication combo, okay? And, whew, guys. But anyway, so I have suffered with it all my life. I have had, you know, panic anxiety disorder all my life. My daughter, who is going to be 23 in a few days, she's bipolar. And my sister, who I love very much, has bipolar depression. We're functioning people. It doesn't make us do stupid things. It doesn't make us betray people. It doesn't make us do really stupid shit. It doesn't make us social climb. It doesn't make us tell lies. It doesn't make us do any of that shit. That's you as a person. That's not your illness. It's not. Because I have worked all my life with panic anxiety disorder. And I'm a functioning person. There are some people, which Gabriel Zamora was absolutely right, that can't even come out of their homes because their anxiety is so bad. I mean, so it is a real condition that people suffer and struggle with daily. And I don't think it's right at all that people take that and use it as a freaking crutch, because it's not a crutch. Even if you have anxiety, like Gabriel said, you know, situations, whether you have anxiety disorder or not, can make you anxious. Something that happens in your life can make you depressed. You know, if you act like an asshole and you do some really stupid shit and it falls back on you and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm depressed and stuff like that. Well, of course, that's normal. But don't look at depression for sympathy. Don't look at anxiety for sympathy. Don't play it as a fucking card. Just don't do it. Because, I don't know, I can relate to some of the things that Manny did in his video, because I do suffer from anxiety, but do I think it's okay that he's using that as a crutch? No. And I do like that Gabriel said, because they have holiday makeup to sell. I mean, that's true. I mean, Laura, when she came back with her thing, you know, and she is showing the homeless, which is a very wonderful, you know, program, I was kind of depressed that instead of them focusing on the wonderful program that she was trying to promote, they were all attacking Laura. It's like, oh, stop making it about Laura. It was about that wonderful program. But Manny on the other side, you know, the hospital and things like that. I've been to the hospital. One time, like I just told you, one time I had to go. Does that make me say you have to excuse any behavior that I have for the rest of my life? Oh, hell no, it doesn't. Don't excuse me. No. Because I'm a person with thoughts. I am not anxiety. I am not depression. I am a person. I am a human being. I am not my illness. I am not anxiety. I'm not depression. My daughter is not bipolar. She's my daughter. She is a person that has the disease, you know, or the illness. So anyway, I really hope that trend of these influencers using that as some kind of freaking get out of jail free card ends. Because guess what, Buttercup? Thousands and millions of people struggle with the illness. But we're not jerks. We're not, you know, own your mistakes and don't blame it on an illness. Like, own your shit and don't say, I did it because... Stop. Or don't make mistakes and expect forgiveness because you have a mental illness. Because ain't nobody in the world ever excused any of my mistakes because I have panic anxiety disorder. Nobody in the world has, you know, forgave my daughter's mistakes because she has bipolar. Nobody has. It's like you got to own it because you're a person. You're not that illness. You make decisions. Your anxiety didn't make the decision for you. Your depression didn't make the decision for you. You made the decision. You, not the illness. So let's talk about Thomas Halbert. And I did make the video yesterday, and I was I want to say almost humiliated that I believed this. I am actually going to throw out there, and I'm sorry to Jeffree Star. I am. And I don't know him personally at all, but I at least want to say that I'm sorry for jumping on that bandwagon too quickly, because I owe him that. And guess what? I made a mistake. And guess what? My anxiety didn't make me do it. I did it myself. My anxiety didn't make me make that mistake, but guess what? I'm woman enough to admit the shit out of it. Okay? I'm going to admit, I made a mistake and I jumped on the bandwagon too soon. And that won't happen again. It probably will. I mean, I'm a person, guys. And I just want to tell you guys that I am real as shit. Like, I make these videos, my family's in the background. This is just me. There ain't no difference. No difference. I mean, this is just me. There's no act. There's no facade. There's no show. I'm a person that can make a decision and be like, oh, shit, that was wrong. And admit it and be like, dude, oh, my God. But I feel humiliated that I jumped on that bandwagon and said, oh, my God. And I didn't wait a minute. I didn't wait a minute. You know, we got to wait a minute. And that's what we got to learn. We got to learn to wait a minute. We got to learn to say, wait, hold up, let's back up the phone. This time, I can fully say, because I did wait a minute. I made that video last night. No matter what, I was not wrong for that video. I don't care, because this is me addressing exactly what I seen in person. Okay? But for Thomas to do what he did is, to me, completely unforgivable. Because... like I said last night, people struggle every day in their life with racism. People of color. And it's not just people of color, by the way, guys, that have a hard time. Religious people, Muslims, they have a very hard time. Because people think that all Muslims are terrorists. You know, they have a hard time. Like if they go into a store or an airport, you know, people are just looking, you know. They have a hard time also. So it is really not just a black and white scenario, guys. Let's be honest. Let's just say this is not only about black and white, because it really isn't. Life is a struggle for all kinds of people. And we need to, you know, have advocates out there to say enough is enough. We do. And I really thought that Thomas Halbert was at least tackling one of them. You know, one of the racist problems that we have in the world. Just one. But to learn that he did it just, you know, it's like he just slapped people of color completely in the face, man. He just did. He just smacked people of color in the face because he literally took that to try to. And then I seen on Beauty with Ashley that he still says, I stand behind what I said. Seriously, dickhead, about Jeffree. Seriously, dickhead? I mean, seriously? I mean, I shouldn't be calling him names. I apologize. That was wrong. But I'm mad, and I want to show you how mad I am, because how are you seriously after it was like completely debunked? I mean, your shit was out there, man. The cat was out of the bag. Your voice is out there. I mean, it's you. What are you going to say? That was a lie? And he said, oh, he knew that Jeffree had that, and that's why. No, you didn't. Stop it. You did not know that he saved that shit. You just want to say, and I know he would use it. Well, if he knew he was going to use it, why didn't he say that? Listen, this person, since he didn't want to say the name, hold on. This person, since he didn't want to say the name, you know, has these things, and I want to tell you that up front, but no, because he didn't know. So I think the only thing I can say right now is, I mean, even though David is David, you know, at least he had the balls to say his damn name. You know, I think he did. Did he? Did he say his name? Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, because that's so, I'm not thinking about it. But I think Jeffree should sue him for defamation of character. I do. But anyway, unless, you know what? I don't even care. I'm apologizing to Jeffree about the Thomas Halbert situation. That's what I'm saying I'm sorry about. I'm sorry that I believed it. I'm sorry that I jumped on the bandwagon. And I'm sorry that I rolled with it, because I'm going to learn now to wait a minute. But again, guys, I really am so sick and tired of the shenanigans and the nonsense and the bull crap that's going on. And I want it to end. And I am, you know, Thomas Halbert, in my eyes, is just canceled. And, you know, for the Manny MUA, whatever he does with the series, I mean, that's on him, whatever. Will I be buying Manny's products? No, I won't. But I'm just so sick and tired of the shenanigans, guys. And I really want us to get to life with some really good influencers and some really good people. And there's so many small ones out there. Like, you know, I love how Rich Lux, I can't get a day off to save my life. I'm going to be like, I can't get to 1,000 to save my life, but I don't care, because you know what? Even if just 10 people watch my video, just 10, and they took a positive message, I am so happy for that. Even if just 10 people watch a video of mine, and even if it was just one person, just one, and they took some kind of inspiration or some kind of good from it, I am so happy with that, because you know what? That's what it makes it. It takes one person to change their mind, or to change them to be a good person, just one, and then it spreads. It's like paying it forward, you know? So it only takes one person to humble for it to spread. That's a disease that we need to spread, guys. Humbleness. That's something that we need to spread. Humbleness, thankfulness, and just all that kind of jazz. So I wanted to come out here, and I'm sorry that this is a longer video, but I had a lot to say and a lot of different feelings about a lot of different situations, and I just wanted to get it out there. So I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll just continue to watch these shenanigans. God bless. And to Beauty with Ashley, that'll never watch my video, good luck with your baby, beautiful.